Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with some partly cloudy skies, mainly some high clouds around the area. We have seen those temperatures gradually warming up this morning with the temperature just about in the mid 60s at this time and still seeing some slightly breezy conditions, but we have canceled that wind advisory that was issued earlier this morning, so we're now no longer in a wind advisory, and we'll see mild temperatures as we move through the day and a slight chance of seeing a light rain shower as we move into the afternoon time frame, although that will be only about a 20% chance. As we take a look at the current surface analysis, we do have this warm front boundary. It's going to be tracking east-southeastward through our region, and as you can see on the surface analysis here, some showers indicated off to the northwest. They have now moved a bit closer, and that will be our chance of seeing a light shower pushing through the area, although models do indicate that there's most of those showers will begin to diminish and become widely scattered as they push through, possibly missing us entirely. As we take a look at the current visible satellite as well as the composite radar, we can see since this morning some of this activity has become quite light. As you can see, some lighter reflectivities here with some heavier reflectivities well to our north and well off to the west, and still in some partly cloudy skies, but as mentioned, we'll see those clouds on the increase as we get into the afternoon and into the evening time. Taking a look at the high resolution model, we'll see that, as mentioned, the models do indicate that shower activity continue to weaken with some light reflectivity pushing through the area during the afternoon as those clouds continue to build into the area. So it's going to give that slight chance of an isolated light rain shower pushing through the area, but we should see that coming to an end as we get into the evening time frame and those skies starting to clear. We'll see mainly clear skies through the morning hours of Thursday with a slight chance of seeing some patchy mist around the area, but we'll continue to see mild conditions moving into the day on Thursday, and Thursday looks pretty quiet overall with mostly sunny conditions and those mild temperatures continuing. We'll see that boundary set up over the region as a quasi-stationary boundary, and it's going to dictate our weather as we move through the next couple of days into the weekend. As it sets up, we do expect some showers to pop off to the west of that boundary and likely missing the local area as we go into tomorrow evening. And if it is to make it into the local area, just be a light isolated shower and very slight chance of that, about 10% chance of seeing that happening. So overall expecting dry conditions until we get into the weekend time frame. As we zoom out here starting early Friday morning, we can see that boundary still set up over the area for Friday. It moves slightly southwestward, and it's going to allow some onshore flow to develop during the day on Friday. It's going to make temperatures feel cooler. We'll see some increasing clouds with that as well. As you can see, once again, shower activity firing along that off to our west, but do expect that boundary to inch a bit further east as we go into the evening time frame. So looking mainly dry through the day on Friday, but as we go into the evening, we'll see a chance of a few showers passing through the area during the overnight hours into early morning Saturday. And then as this more potent system starts to approach the area, it does look like we'll see a period of some drier weather, although mostly cloudy and slightly warmer on Saturday. Temperatures still looking to stay in the 60s through the weekend, and then this more potent system moves through, bringing more widespread rain shower activity into the area later in the day, Saturday, and into the overnight evening time frame. And that looks to continue into the early morning hours of Sunday, and then eventually we'll see that rain pooling away from the area. Still keeping some onshore flow around and some cooler conditions, or actually more seasonable conditions in the 60s as we go into the beginning of next week. Monday at this time looking drier, and then potential another round of some rain activity moving into the area as we get into the day on Tuesday, and possibly a couple more chances of rain as we move through the remainder of the week. So our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have an orange risk for elevated winds at wind advisory criteria through the morning, dropping down to a yellow risk during the afternoon, as we do expect those peak gusts up around 23 knots to continue this morning, and we'll slowly see a continuation of that downward pressure on those winds, generally out of southwest, becoming west-southwesterly through the afternoon. And we'll see our high temperature climbing up to around 73 degrees. Do introduce that yellow risk for precip during the afternoon with that slight chance of an isolated rain shower pushing through. Doesn't look to be too significant, no significant accumulation with that. and will carry a very slight chance through the first part of the evening as well. But then skies clear. We see those temperatures falling to around 54 degrees and mostly sunny skies to start the day on Thursday with that slight chance for some patchy mist around the area. Tides are running normal as we look into the extended forecast here. Again, a nice day for Thursday, another mild day with a high around 76 degrees, partly cloudy. That 10% chance of a isolated shower late in the overnight time frame in the Friday morning. Again, expecting that to stay off to the west of the area, but just a minimal chance we see one of those showers making it in locally. We turn more cloudy on Friday, mostly cloudy with that onshore breeze making things cooler in the upper 60s with a high of 67, and continue with cool conditions in the 60s as we go through the weekend. We do introduce that 40% chance of precip overnight Friday and early Saturday, then a brief break, and then a 60% chance of more widespread rain showers later Saturday into early Sunday morning before we see that start to pull out of the area. And as mentioned, dry day for Monday at this time. Still holding in the mid-60s and staying in the mid-60s into Tuesday as we introduce that next chance of potential precip moving into the area with that next system, giving about a 30% chance. Could see that increase as we get more confidence in that actually occurring. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.